famine. Senator, I have not heard the word famine in years. Your thoughts on what's going on now as a result of this war?
Senator Marshall and I did host this meeting yesterday here at the Capitol, and he is absolutely correct. About 40 to 45% of the production in Ukraine will be decreased this year because of the war and the scarcity of supplies that go into the planting season. And we know that Ukraine also supports about 400 million people around the world with its food products. So we do see that we have an impending famine, and I've heard from David Beasley at the World Food Bank that he's now going to have to take from the hungry to feed the starving.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Things are about to get very real when it comes to food shortage. Something just really important just happened, and that is that President of the United States, Joe Biden, has just admitted that food shortages are about to get real.
With regard to food shortage, yes, we did talk about food shortages. And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia, it's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well.
And that is a huge statement. He was talking about it in context of that that sanctions are not just going to hurt Russia. They're going to hurt Europeans and the United States, and it's going to cause food shortages around the world. Putin has also said that that sanctions are going to create worldwide food shortages.
This energy food policy of the Western countries, we see this happening for some time now. And there will be a new crisis after the food crisis. And first of all, it will happen in the European countries, but nevertheless, step by step, they make one after another. They make decisions that push the global economy to the crisis, to recession. They break up chains of logistics and supply. They increase inflation and inequality. They decrease well-being of millions of people, and in the poorest countries. And I have just said about that, it could be leading to massive famine.
But why that is so important that we have these mainstream characters talking about the food shortage is very simply this, is that has just opened up the gate for the food shortage discussion to go into the mainstream. And as it's going into mainstream, and it's going very calmly into mainstream, just casually mention, oh yeah, there's going to be food shortages and it's going to be real. Well, friends, food shortages are a problem.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.